Here with Tate Strickland, a Tennessee commit out of Harrison, 2024 right-handed pitcher. Tate, man, appreciate the time.
Thank you for having me, man.
So you've been committed to Tennessee. I mean, we're getting close to 2 years now. I know Tony Vitello's created this culture that guys just want to be a part of. So tell me what it was ultimately about the Volunteers that got you.
Man, I went to a camp my 15U summer ball season, and I just really connected with the coaches. Like, I mean, that's what I will tell anyone. Like, the facilities are great. I mean, they're adding on to everything. It's just like I felt a good connection with the coaches, and I feel like that was the best place that could make me better.
What do they talk about in terms of growth? Like, they say, okay, we've got your commitment, but before you get to Knoxville, this is what we want to see.
I think from me, they're going to want to see like just commanding my pitches, commanding the strike zone, because that's going to always be a thing for me. Like, I just need to have my command there, throwing strikes, staying ahead in the count, putting people away when I need to.
What's the fastball velocity at as we sit here at the beginning of your junior season?
So in the fall, I was low 90s up to 93. Right now, I'm upper 80s up to 90. Do
you have a goal? I mean, is it more about command at this point than it is trying to light up the radar gun?
I mean, I'm always going to have a goal. It's always one more than the next. So I want to be 94. After 94, I want to be 95. But right now, the main thing is command. That's just my weakness, I would say, and that's what I need to work on.
How would you kind of describe your mentality as a pitcher then? Are you the kind of guy that can just flush something away, or do things kind of, if you make a mistake, how do you kind of put that away and then build on as the inning goes?
I really just try to think about control the controllables. You got to keep your mindset good. You got to stay in the game, because you can't just forfeit your outing after one bad thing. Bad things are going to happen in baseball. Errors are going to happen. Bad pitches, wild pitches, hit by pitches. So you just need to be able to lock back in and fight for every pitch.
What's the favorite out pitch? Does it kind of change, or do you have one that's like, if I get a guy in my kind of count, this is what I want to use?
It's got to be my slider. It's been my best pitch for 2 years now.
Tell me what makes it so effective.
I think it's the depth I get on it. I get a lot of horizontal, and I still keep a good depth, so I miss a lot of people swing over it a lot, and so I get a lot of chase pitches and a lot of swing and misses.
Sweet. All right, well, I'm going to see it in action, but I'm going to get you a ball and have you take us to your grips.
Yes, sir. Got my traditional four-seam fastball. Has a lot of natural cut to it, high RPM, just my get-ahead pitch, usually throw early in the count. And then my best secondary is going to be my slider. It's this grip. I really think about getting around the ball, getting that nice sweep on it, and it also has a lot of depth. And then my favorite pitch to a lefty is changeup. Here's that grip. It has a lot more run than depth, but it's almost like a backward slider, and it's very good against lefties. And then sometimes, especially against lefties, I'll go to my two-seam, and so since I throw a cutter, a two-seam is really good to work off that, and I really think about getting inside the ball and getting a lot of sink and run on it.
Okay, man, appreciate you doing that. Thank you so much. If you're not already, follow LakePoint Sports on all our social media channels. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube for so much more happening here on campus.